Okay, so Tom, I don't like quoting people because I often get it wrong. So let me paraphrase and then you elaborate for me. Europe is sleepwalking into an abyss versus Chinese competition. Can I attribute that to you? Is that fair?
Well, I guess other people have said that as well, but it's the opening sentence of our film, yes.
Okay.
That's right. And after hearing the final statement of Hilde Bentegaard, I'm even more afraid because you can see what's coming after the next European elections, when we'll have even more people in the parliament with no clue whatsoever of what is happening in this world, with no plans and no ideas. So yes, that's even worse. If I may summarize the present situation, and I will not use my Monty Python scene again, because
you promised me you wouldn't.
I wouldn't.
Come on. Yeah,
I wouldn't.
okay.
So I'm not going to talk about the
All right.
People's Judean Front and the fact that we're always having meetings and no action. But I want to use another one. Football. I like football, as you know. Okay. We're in the Champions League final. We're 1-0 down. We're in the 90th minute. They've just announced 5 minutes of extra time, 1 minute per year until we're in 2030. We know we need to score. If we don't score, that's it, game over. So to stay in the game, we need to score, and we have 5 minutes of extra time. So what do? Do you still talk about how to possibly attack? Do you still think about, what is our strategy?
No timeouts in football.
No, you don't have timeouts, no. So you have to go for it. You really have to go for it, and I think that is the present predicament that we have. So I fully agree with what you said. It's now or never. It's also in your brilliant document. And when I look at your numbers, 10 new mines, 15 new refineries, and 15 recycling plants in 5 years' time. So that's the ambition. Well, what is the reality? The reality is not that we're not actually opening those new ones. The reality is that we're closing existing ones, that we are putting existing mines on care and maintenance. The Boliden zinc mine in Ireland is a good example. The nickel mines, we're speaking about clean nickel, but we have nickel mines in Greece, which are on care and maintenance. And then we have this unbelievable thing which recently happened, I think it was the beginning of this week, with the Boliden, not the Boliden, the BASF Harjavalta case, where they have one of the cleanest PCAM factories in the world that was going to be produced. And what do we do in Europe? We take away the environmental permit, and we force the company to start the negotiations to lay off people. So, if you go to the metaphor of having kids who have exams, and your kids come home with a report of 95% on every topic in their report, do you tell those kids, no, you should have 100%? Is that what you're going to say? Because that's what we do. We expect, we demand that our companies have a 100% score. And then we don't give the permits. And at the same time, we then allow that the same products are being produced at the other side of the world where they get a 40% score. So we are killing the ones who are having the 97% score, and we are supporting the ones with the 40% score. And I think that's, for me, the present situation. So when we talk about the actual title, so advancing an EU industrial plan, rather just to repeat everything we've said, I think the main discussion today should be about the strategic projects. How do we get them now defined, endorsed, and implemented? And I would really ask all the industry people here in the audience, and I know there's quite a few who have potential strategic projects, to really come forward with them. So rare earths, we have Sockley. We have Fen Complex, we have Bergeier. For copper, we have Laver. For lithium, we have Keliber in Finland. We have Beauvoir in France. We have Mina de Barroso in Portugal. So we do have a number of potential new mines. We have new lithium refineries in the pipeline. We have battery recycling plants, the one of Umicore, for example. So there is several that are there potentially. But when I hear some of these voices saying, yeah, but maybe we're not 100% ready yet to submit our strategic projects. Say, no, don't do that. You've got to do it now If we don't do it now, then the extra time will indeed be over and it's game over. So please, let's not wait for the 100% perfect score for your strategic project. Submit it now, let's endorse it, and let's make sure that we can actually implement it. And then, of course, we get into a new discussion, which we can take up later, and that is how will the anti-mining and anti-everything, anti-banana people, how will they react to those strategic projects? Because that's, of course, the next thing we can expect. Yeah. There's going to be huge opposition. And then it's the question, how is Europe, how is the European Commission going to react towards the dictatorship of this tiny, highly vocal minority? Are we going to let them hijack the agenda once more? And in the meantime, the 5 minutes of our extra time will be over. Or are we going to say this time, look, the pendulum has swung too far. You've had your chance to comment and to provide your input, but now it's really the proof of the pudding is in the eating, and we have to score now. And the strategic projects for me are the goals that we need to score in the extra time.